Welcome, people of the World Wide Web. I'm Cypher Sigma, and here we are with a new episode. So, what have I got for you today? That's a bit slagging. Anyway, so basically this is just a collection haul. I have loads of ideas for new videos coming soon, specifically over the New Year, so Christmas, New Year. There'll hopefully be a lot of big videos and stuff potentially for the channel come in, so that's all good. But this video is just to go over a few parts I've been waiting, as I've said in previous videos. The postal service is up and down, and I've still got stuff outstanding. But I thought I'd show everybody what I've got, or what I have purchased. So first we have this little dinosaur from Dino Riders. To be honest, I didn't even know this was a Dino Riders thing. I picked this up in a haul of 4 figures. So I'll show you the other ones. This was via Facebook and it was about 20 quid, I think, for the 4 figures. So this would be a fiver. It has a purpley pink harness and then a gun on top with the figure. So it goes into my other Dino Riders, and obviously the T-Rex is almost done, so that's good. So then I got 2 other figures. So we have the Shadow. So the Alec Baldwin film from the 90s, based off the comic book. I want to say it's Image, but I could be wrong. So, as most of you collectors know out there, obviously we all have our lines that we like collecting, and then you end up picking up, oh, his gun. There's always lines that you like collecting that you always pick up. And I've always seen these figures and they're alright. Again, I say I got 4 for about 20 quid, so 5 quid a figure with it. So this guy looks alright. I say the film wasn't brilliant, if you've seen that. No spoiler alert or anything on it, but it's alright, it's worth a watch for the 90s action. And then obviously, so you have standards, normal Alec Baldwin. It looks nothing like Alec Baldwin, but I assume it is based more off the comics, and then obviously his head pops in. So you just pop his head in there with his cape around the back, and then there you go, he becomes the Shadow. I mean, in all fairness, the design is quite cool and all that stuff, and obviously he came with a gun. I haven't checked into the other accessories or anything, but it's not too bad. Again, it was a fiver, so you're not doing too bad on that side of things. So, and then another Shadow figure, a little bit different. Let's go comparison size up there. So yeah, a little different. Obviously he's got his red bandana around his mask, around his face. So yeah, arms not too bad. He's got 2 little things there, look like they kind of would fit it to a belt or something, or he attaches to something. I also can see his eyes are a little bit clear. So, oh, that's quite cool. Maybe he's got some sort of feature I haven't noticed. But yeah, he's called no guns or anything, even though he should be. But you know, kids, that we're always losing little bits and that stuff. So that's 3, and then the final piece for this one, and this was the main figure that I saw he was selling and I wanted, was Mahoney from the Police Academy. Now, if you're from the UK like myself, these figures you don't normally see. Like sets that you normally don't see in the UK, when they do come up, they're normally sealed, and paying 40, 50, even more for thing, it just isn't. Oh, his hat. Oh, there you go. Figure something out on live on camera, and there you go. Move his leg and his arm moves. I thought something was away. So yeah, this is a range that we don't really see, and obviously it's quite expensive, but I mean, at £5 it more or less cost me for him, so it's, I mean, a few scratches and you need to clean up on the hat. But that's fine for me. It's a line I do like the look of them. You don't see them very often, they're very expensive. So my philosophy for all of my stuff, if I really like it, I will try and get a full set of it. As you will see, if you're a Gundam Wing fan, you'll see that I have obviously Gundam Wing. I have the first 5, and that's it. That's enough for me. That's a collection. Obviously I have loads of other ones. If it's just like a placeholder like this one, I'll be happy with this guy Mahoney. But if I get any more, then you know that would be brilliant. Call up vehicles, not too much. But these rules will be broken in future videos, so watch out for that one. So on top of that, I had one eBay, one thing I was waiting for ages, and this is a tiny little weapon. This goes to Crytek from the Visionaries. I've been slowly building my Visionaries collection up, buying odds and sods to customise a few bits. I want to hopefully, I have an idea to maybe build the women and to maybe do something with somebody as a representation for the animals as well. But again, that's something to work on in the future. It's good in theory. hopefully in practice it works out, but we shall see. But yeah, so this is a weapon. This was, I think, £8 or £9 from eBay. Might have been a tenner. So I'm slowly like spending a little bit of money here and there, building up. Obviously the figures complete are like 40-50 quid. I'm picking like £5 here and a little bit there, like same like my Dagger Assault, which is the big one. That's 50 quid and is missing 6 major bits, but if I can find all them and I'm not worried about the box, then it saves me spending 200-300 quid at least on a complete one. Apart from Recon, the character, he's going to be the pain in the arse to get. So yeah, there we go, Crytek. And then one final bit, or one final piece that turned up. So this is good. So this was on another Facebook page that I'm on, and this is Psychro. So any of you 90s kids or 80s, 90s kids, you'll remember Earthworm Jim, the game, and obviously the TV series, and this is a character that comes from. So has most of his weapons, is only missing a radar stalk there that sits here, and I think it's a little green character or a little alien or something that comes with it. So this cost me, I want to say £15 all in, so not too bad. Maybe it was 15 and postage, so maybe close to 20. But yeah, I mean quite good nick. I mean a few little scratches here. There's a little paint on his wing. But the main thing I want to highlight this, and why I left this to last, is he comes with a clear dome. Now there may be, I think there's like spacesuit Raphael from the Turtles that he has, it comes off. And with this, the person who sent to me, and you couldn't quite make out the pictures, and I'm not throwing shades or telling the person I was off. I looked at the pictures, Psychro was far cheaper than what you're getting on eBay, and with most of his accessories. But when I got him, there was obviously some reaction with inside this dome, and there was loads of flaking and powder and stuff. So what I did, sharp knife, run it along the join and very carefully work it around. Now if you take your time and do this, and you'll see on the inner lip it will start to go white. When you finally get it all around it, and if you've been very careful, it comes off. Obviously then able to clean it, clean inside there, clean all the figures so it's all clear, and then basically I can put it back together. Now I may glue it back together, or I may leave it like that just in case he has some more reactions or something, or it's just something. But yeah, obviously it takes some time, and that's obviously the highlight of this figure. Of many toy collectors out there, when you get a figure, you do sometimes find them damaged or stuff wrong with them, and like my T-Rex, which I shown in the video, obviously I've had to literally split half of him, or him in half I should say, and take the motor out to build it all up, and I'll probably do a video on what I found and where you can find stuff and that. Obviously I did start to mould his tail first and made that mistake, and obviously with separating him I have made a little crack there, and there are a few little bits once I seal this back up, so we'll need some painting, which I'm not very good at, and some moulding, which I'm okay at. So we'll have a working one of them. But if like me, you like toys, you like spending toys, spending money, but you're not rich, but probably no toy collector is ever enriched with their collection, but not obviously lavishing in money, unless you're maybe a toy collector or you have your own shop and it does really well. But I found that finding toys and then slowly playing with them, taking them apart, I'm quite technically minded. So even cutting off this, it seems, probably at home it may seem simple, it may be hard, I don't know how this would come across to me. It seems simple, and the plastic is quite hard, reminds me of a Kinder Surprise egg, so kind of that hardness, maybe a little bit harder we should say, because it's not as flexy. So as long as you take your time and that, and you separate and you clean it off, so I didn't have to deal with the rubbish that was inside there, and I could clean it up. And I've now got a better looking Psychro to add to Earthworm Jim and the mutated Peter Puppy. So I'm slowly getting there with Earthworm Jim. Again, another line that we don't really see over here, but it's still all good. So yeah, and that's that. So that's my pickup for this week so far. There's still a few bits, another Dino Riders and some Visionaries, and odd sods that I'm still waiting for on Facebook that hopefully turns up, because that helps me complete a loose Power Ranger Megazord that I'm trying to find spares for to build and then hopefully sell or trade. But yeah, that's it for me. As I said, more videos to come. If you want any ideas for anything you want to see, please do let me know in the comments below. And look out for over the Christmas period, Christmas and New Year period. I hopefully plan to launch some new videos and then sort some of the videos I've got out into playlists, even though there's not a few. But yeah, if you've been watching this video, hope you enjoyed. If you find this video, hope you enjoyed. Otherwise, Cypher Sigma signing out.